A very warm greetings to all our viewers. Of course, markets they have become very volatile. We were all going well till Thursday, and suddenly there was a downfall on Friday, and after that, the US markets are also down. So a lot of concern, a lot of people again are talking, is it a correction? Is it a crash? And that talk keeps on happening, and then market goes back up. So let's see how things are looking. So welcome, Hussein, and very eager to hear your analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty both.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So we missed a recording last week. So I'm just going to do a small catch up on that also.
Sure.
Just to reiterate the pattern that we had identified in Bank Nifty, I'll just switch off the candles over here. Bringing your attention to this marking in red, we had said that, you know what, we are dealing with an expanding triangle. Post completion of an expanding triangle, we have to account for an X wave. It is not necessary to get an X wave, but there is a high possibility कि after an expanding triangle आपको X wave मिल सकता है. We had also given certain conditions. The first one that we had said कि देखिए you will not get two-stage confirmation, and I will just re-show that. If you take the entire E leg, all of E had to be retraced in the same or less time than wave E took to form. That had given us a time until 3rd of September, Tuesday.
Right.
You will see that the first condition, I have marked it with 1 over here, that we will not get two-stage confirmation, but stage 1 confirmation is possible. We have got that.
Yep.
The second condition that we had said कि देखिए the BD trend line will be broken subdivided. तो आप देख सकते हैं, I'll just spread the chart for your easy viewing. From this E point, the BD trend line that is identified with this purple line was broken subdivided.
Yep.
As we can see, sir, दोनों condition met हुए थे, and then after that the market changed direction. In our past videos also we have said that when market wants to turn and go in a particular direction, there are certain things that you can look for. One of them will be that आपको कोई topping pattern दिखेगा, like a contracting triangle, terminal pattern, या आपको कोई neutral triangle दिखेगा, then you know कि ठीक है market top बना रहा है, chances are high. दूसरा है कि market will gap down or gap up, whether it is going down or up, and it will continue in that direction. ठीक है? तो we were anyway saying कि यहाँ पे एक X wave बन सकता है, X wave के बाद इसको नीचे आना ही है. तो on Friday when we had a gap down, we saw that it has moved to the downside. So since we are making these as educational videos, I will also point out a few other things. And X wave is always 61% of the prior pattern. Okay, इतना बनता है. If you go to our last video also, we had said कि देखिए 51,400 is where this BD trend line will break. Market can go up to 51,900. That was just taken from Neowave principles and Neowave rules. ठीक है? One more thing I'll point out, sir, is ये जो हमारा हम इसको X wave मान रहे हैं, right? As of right now, we are saying that this is an X wave. I'm just going to take the low and high of that, and this is nothing but a Fibonacci retracement tool. As of right now, sir, this fall on Friday, which came down violently, has already retraced 61% of this entire fall. Another interesting thing, sir, for me to mention, this is the third thing I'm saying, ये जो हमारा C का लो है ना, ये यहाँ पे सपोर्ट लिया है. 50,438 was the low of C, and the low on Friday was 50,447. Okay. अभी this was past information, ये हो चुका है, इसको trade तो हम नहीं कर सकते, but based on this information, there are certain assumptions that we can make for the next week. We will go down to a 75-minute chart to take our case 1 and case 2. I'm just adjusting my chart. I'm going to get rid of all of this, so it's easy for you to see. Yeah, okay. So one point I would like to share is that at what stage would we know that this X wave is over and market is going directionally to the downside?
Correct.
As I mentioned earlier, sir, and in our past videos also I've said a couple of times that in Neowave, we pay a lot of attention to engulfing day.
Correct.
As of right now, sir, this purple line that I have marked, I will just change the color to red. This is the low of ट्यूसडे।
Hmm.
ओके, उसके बाद ये ट्यूसडे का लो फ्राइडे के दिन टूटा।
Hmm.
In essence, this was an engulfing wave to the downside, right? I am going to use the replay button. I'm just taking the first 75-minute candle, and this is something that our viewers will enjoy. So I'm going a little in depth in it. Okay, I'm just adjusting my chart for easier viewing. So this purple line is what I drew on the 75-minute time frame, which was the low of Tuesday with an engulfing wave. It was broken on Friday morning.
Yep.
In order to trade, we need only two things. One is price action, which is king, and second is wave structure. As
Yep.
soon as we had this engulfing wave, we knew कि boss call side का trade नहीं लेना है. We want to find entry towards the put side. Back to the 75-minute time frame, we will discuss that based on this price action and this data, what can we see in the coming week?
Mhm.
So we are almost completing 1 year, and through this year, we have always taken our case one for continuation.
Correct.
ठीक है? Continuation using price action and wave structure on the break of Friday's low, I can say that wave A is going to continue.
Correct.
कहाँ तक जाएगा? So basically, in essence, what I'm saying, at the break of 50,447, I will look for a downside movement till 50,000 because that is psychological level. अगर वो भी टूटता है, as I mentioned earlier, the market had taken support at the low of wave C, okay, which is over here. We can see that if this 50,447 breaks, 50,000 breaks, we will go to the low of E, which is around 49,654. I've
Yep.
written it over here, 49,654 to 49,500.
Hmm.
ठीक है? So basically, in essence, I'll just use my brush tool. Yeah, okay. We are over here. If this breaks, we will come somewhere here. That's it. Okay? So to explain my case 2, I'm going to take you onto another angle, and that will be, let me just explain it over here. Okay? So right now we can see that हम wave A, case 1 हमारा continuation में लेते हैं. Case 2 we take, अगर हम गलत हो जाते हैं तो क्या? Okay, that is the reason we take case 2. समझो कि ये सपोर्ट जो यहाँ पे बना है, अगर ये रह जाता है, इन दैट इवेंट वी विल बी इन अ पुल बैक. यहाँ पे कोई पैटर्न बनेगा. As of right now, I have a directional movement to the downside. I only have one leg. We need minimum 2 legs in Neowave to know what the third one is going to do.
Yep.
तो टू टेल यू कि यहाँ पे क्या पैटर्न बनेगा, आई विल बी टू प्रीमेच्योर, बट आई कैन से कि देखिए एज अ गोल्डन रूल, ये अगर पुल बैक में जाता है, वी वांट टू सी व्हाट प्राइसेस डज एट 38.2% एंड 61.8%.
Correct.
In essence, to sum up my analysis on Bank Nifty, I'm going to say that as of right now, we are in a range. You can take the high of Friday or the high of Tuesday, which is 51,750 or 51,636. And you can take the low of Friday, which is 50,447. ये range में हम अभी है. We will allow price action and further wave structure development to tell us कि यहाँ पे कोई पैटर्न बनता है. अगर वैसा हुआ तो ये ऊपर की तरफ एक छलांग मारेगा. अगर वैसा नहीं होता है तो we will see कि ये नीचे आता है तो कितना आता है.
Correct. Correct.
ठीक है सर? Saying this, we will move on to Nifty. So on Nifty, I'm going to start with the weekly time frame just to show you something. We have, like I've always said, we pay a lot of importance to engulfing wave.
Yep.
This is the weekly chart, and you can see that we had an engulfing wave here on 5th of August.
Right.
In my past video, I did not get a chance to edit, or because we had not made a video last Sunday. So I'm sharing it now. We are just changing the marking over here, and I'll switch to the day chart and show you. I'm just adjusting the chart for easy viewing. Yeah. In our last video, we had taken this as our A point. We are just moving that over here. Okay, 0 point will come here. This will be our B leg. When we met 2 weeks back, we had said we are going towards the 80H. We will break it. That's what happened. We went till 25,333. And after that, on Friday, there was a violent move to the downside.
Correct.
Of the B leg, this move to the downside has already touched 33%. And hence, I'm saying wave of same degree has been established. We have a strong B leg. So we want to see कि C leg आता है नीचे तो कितना आता है.
Correct.
33% हो गया है, and hence case 1 for continuation we will look at 61%, which is 24,500. My case 2 and case 3 I will explain on a 75-minute time frame. Oh. See the importance of engulfing wave, sir. As soon as this was broken, and this low was Monday ka low, 1 p.m. As soon as that low was broken, we knew market is changing direction.
Correct.
This was my wave A or wave 1. Okay. So to start off, I'm just going to use ABC, and then I will explain further because it gets a little complicated. So just bear with me. The first thing we want to say is कि चलो ये अगर मेरा wave A हुआ तो has wave B taken the same or more time? I'm spreading my chart and switching off the candles. You will see that wave B has taken the same time.
Yep.
There's also a rule, sir, कि if wave A, B and C takes the same time, then the chances are that you are in a triangle. यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे wave C has taken more time, तो मैं triangle का chance जो है मुझे फिलहाल दिख नहीं रहा है. I can only see an ABC.
Right.
ठीक है? If we make a 0B trend line over here, और मैं trend based FIBO लेता हूं, ये मेरा A leg हुआ, ये B leg हुआ, my C leg has gone more than 200% to the downside.
Yep.
In comparison, we are comparing A and C. ठीक है? Whenever the C leg goes beyond 138.2%, the chances of stage 1 and stage 2 confirmation are negligible.
Right.
Okay, again, this is a Neowave rule. तो in essence of what I'm saying कि आपको अगले हफ्ते ऐसा मिलना chances are negligible.
Yes.
ठीक है? बट क्या हो सकता है सर? बिकॉज दिस इज अ वेव सी ना, हमारे माइंड में एक डाउट आता है, ये लेग गया है एक तो 200% के ऊपर. ओके, तो व्हाट कैन हैपन फॉर माय केस 2? You can get a small X wave. After that, it can continue to downside. Okay, so this X wave can be for 1 or 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, then or maybe 1 day also. We will have to see. In essence, जब ये 24,800 का लो टूटता है ना, we know we are in continuation to downside.
Correct.
ठीक है? That was my case 2. So for case 3, since we are in a C wave, and my case 3, what it says is there are two options. You could either be a standard impulse or you could be a terminal. These two patterns appear in a C leg.
Right.
Standard impulse नहीं हो सकता sir, because wave 2 can never retrace wave 1 more than 61.8%. You will see it has retraced about 81%.
Yep.
ठीक है? Now for your easy understanding, I'm going to mark the second one. This is my wave 1, wave 2. ये मेरा wave 3 हो गया. In case this is a terminal, okay, there are two very important things that have to be met. And I'm going to draw it out. The first one, let us assume कि ये इसके नीचे नहीं जाता है and we go into pullback. Okay. And let me just delete this. So wave 4 has to enter the price territory of wave 2.
Yep.
That is the first thing that is required if this is a terminal pattern.
Right.
Okay. However, wave 4 can never go above the end point of wave 2. That means 25,275 टूट नहीं सकता. अगर टूटा तो ये टर्मिनल नहीं बनेगा.
Yes.
ठीक है? After this, there will be a move to the downside. अगर ऐसा हुआ तो सिंपल एक 2-4 ट्रेंड लाइन बना देना. If this is a terminal, this will break violently to the top side and this 0 point will be taken out. We will get a new all-time high. for sure. But this scenario of case C is a remote possibility. It's a remote possibility, means I'm saying the chances of this to happen are less.
Oh,
We have given two conditions. One is overlap. Second
right.
is 25 275 should not be taken out.
Oh, oh.
ये होता है तो चलो हमारा केस 3 बन सकता है.
But if
To
you
sum
look
up,
at the higher probability, then we are talking about case 1, which is,
continuation to the downside.
and there we may see up to 24,500 is what we are saying.
Yes, sir.
Correct? In the
And
case,
even lower, sir, but फिलहाल 24,500 ले लेते हैं.
and the case 2 is that we see a pullback and then again it goes down, right?
That's correct, sir.
And when there is a
That's
pullback, then we have to see what the price is doing at 38% and 61% levels. Correct?
right.
So,
Yes,
so I think that is what is important. In case there is a gap down tomorrow, then we have to see that does it take support at around 24,500, and then what happens. If after
that's right.
gap down it starts moving up, then we have to watch these fib levels that we talked about, which is the case 2. And then we say that again, is it coming down, and play accordingly.
That's right. That's
Great, great. I think
right.
overall, it's little early because people are talking about crash versus correction, etc. So it's early to say that, but pretty much the way it is, if you have to analyze right now, it is still a correction. And we, after the correction phase, there may be another pattern that will emerge, and that time we'll see that what will happen with that pattern. So with that, trade carefully, trade with the lower quantity. There's a very high volatility. Of course, there is FOMC event that is coming up in the mid of September. So trade with your risk management. And I hope today's video was useful because we talked about some of the key principles in the Neowave, like engulfing wave, and we again reiterated what happens in a terminal. We talked about various things. So if you are paying attention, you will learn in the process, and the intention is for you to learn this theory and apply it yourself, rather than giving you exact levels and exact trades. That's not the intention. So if you like this method and if you like our video, please like and subscribe, and also share with the like-minded traders. Thank you so much, and all of you have a great trading weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.